range. The rock cycle. Many things can happen to a rock after it forms. It can break apart or be buried deeply and melt. The rock cycle is the interactions among the numerous components and processes of the Earth system. It shows three types of rock. First is igneous, second is metamorphic, and third is sedimentary, and the processes that forms them. The cycle starts with the molten rock called magma, which forms by melting that occurs primarily within Earth's crust and upper mantle. Once formed, a magma body often rises towards the surface because it is less dense than the surrounding rock. Occasionally, magma reaches Earth's surface where it erupts as lava. As magma cools, either at depth or after being erupted into the surface, it will solidify and harden, a process called solidification. Molten rock may solidify either beneath the surface or at the surface during volcanic eruption. Resulting rocks are called igneous rocks. If igneous rocks on the surface interacts with sunlight, rain, wind, plants, and animals, as a result, it may be mechanically broken or altered by chemical reactions. They undergo weathering. The daily influences of the atmosphere slowly disintegrate and decompose. Rocks can be stripped away by erosion and moved away from their source. Glaciers, flowing water, wind, and the force of gravity on hill slopes can transport eroded material away from where it is originated. Eventually, these particles and dissolved substances called sediment are deposited. Although most sediment ultimately comes to rest in the ocean, other sites of deposition, river like floodplains, desert basins, lakes, inland seas, and sand dunes. Once deposited, sediment can be buried and compacted by the weight of overlying material. Chemicals in groundwater can coat sedimentary grains with minerals and deposit natural cements that bind adjacent grains. Eventually, these particles and dissolved substances called sediment are deposited. Although most sediment ultimately comes to rest in the ocean, other sites of deposition, river like floodplains, desert basins, lakes, inland seas, and sand dunes. Once deposited, sediment can be buried and compacted by the weight of overlying material. Chemicals in groundwater can coat sedimentary grains with minerals and deposit natural cements that bind adjacent grains.